Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the greatest variety show we have here on LevelMDiecast. And that, of course, is Diecast Hall. This is big ol' episode 44. This is going to be a pretty decent-sized episode. We haven't done one for a little bit, so had a lot of other stuff coming to the channel. So we're going to kick this off with 2024 AK stuff, just a little bit of everything. So card art hasn't really changed much for 2024. It's a little bit lighter on the background, just a little bit. This one is the Monster High Ghoul Mobile. This is a brand new casting, of course, for 2024. There's the little notch there. Nothing fancy with the back of the cards or anything like that. Pretty sure it is still the same barcode and all that stuff. So if you guys are wanting to bring cards back from 30 years ago, you could probably still do that. So there is our Ghoul Mobile. It's basically the same size as that Barbie car they did last year. It's got some prints for webs and stuff on it. It's, you know, like I said, it's from Monster High. Kind of an interesting thing. I think that Mattel in general is trying harder and harder to incorporate their brands with each other, which I think is a good thing. But you know, sometimes it might be a little bit out of place. This doesn't seem too out of place. I mean, Hot Wheels makes a lot of fantasy kind of castings, but just kind of an interesting thing. There's the base deets. Put that around there. There is your Ghoul Mobile. S30 is the day code for these. So even though we are in 2024, these seem to be made before a lot of 2023 stuff. Another new one for 2024. This is the Zinger 21C. This is, of course, an electric car. This is a licensed car, new for 2024. Mattel is still going with the green theme. Just a center-mounted cockpit. I think there are two seats. I think you sit one behind the other. It's got a plastic wing here on the back. A little bit of print. Does say nothing in particular. It's not exactly an exhaust. I think it's supposed to say something right there. But it looks pretty good. I mean, it's an electric hypercar. It is what it is. It's okay. It's a relatively small casting as well. There's the base deets. Definitely not a track car. It doesn't have the chin to support that, but it's okay. It's for 2024. I think the wheels look pretty good on it. New to the case as well, this is the USS Enterprise NCC 1701. This is not a new casting. This is just a new version of it. I think the only thing that's really different, for the most part, is the color of the stand. I don't have all of these Enterprises, so I wouldn't be able to quote that situation, but I don't believe I had one with a kind of a gray colored thing on there. And of course, if you hold it like this, kind of looks like one of those emblems that they wear on their uniforms. But there is your Enterprise NCC 1701. This is the old school one. This one looks pretty good. I like the print here on the front for like the warp drive gun, the like warp drive intake or whatever you want to call it. It looks okay. A little bit of print on the side there. This is NCC 1701 with red. The saucer section is die-cast. These winglet type things on the side, these are plastic. Very interesting casting. And of course, you just put it right there into the stand. And I think we'll just maybe put him on the top, even though we're not really going to see him all that much. We're just going to leave him up there. All right, new color for the Ram Rebel, 2020 Ram Rebel. This one is in white. This one looks super, super cool. This was a regular treasure on, I think in the H case maybe. Maybe the, I don't know, one of those cases last year in kind of surf deco. This one's going back to kind of its roots. Kind of the way that it debuted. This casting's not all that great. It's really not that good of a casting. I'm really kind of shocked that Ram signed off on it. The taillight prints are done with the side pass, which actually works out relatively well for this casting. Does have front print on it. Does look pretty good. Does say Ram. Got your grill done up. You got the headlights done up. But not a very good casting. Just not a very good casting in my opinion. Still going to collect them because we like Rams, but still not a good casting. All right, new version of the Mighty K. Of course, this was a regular release model last year, and then there was a super I think that was, I don't know, maybe the K case maybe, I think might have been the Super. I think this is one of the cooler decos of it so far. It does come with the mini arrow blades, looks good. It says Surf and Skate. The tri-colors on the side look pretty cool. It's got a chrome base, so that front mount becomes chrome now because of the chrome base. Looks cool. And even got rear print on this one. Surf Skate. Hot Wheels logo on there as well. Looks pretty cool. Slide that guy in there. Another one for the A case. This is Max Steel. This is a recolor Hot Wheels Roadsters for this particular year. It does have number 29 on it. This one looks super cool. It says Max Steel Speed Shop. All the red you see is metal, and then of course the engine unfortunately is plastic. That's okay. It does have some white wall wheels on there. Looks pretty cool. It's an open top, a little bit of extra print on the top. So this guy gets a little extra detail. There is the fan in the front. Looks pretty decent. Just a regular black base. It's a pretty cool version. So throw that guy up there. It's a little bit bigger casting, a little bit bigger. All right, brand spanking new generic for 2024. This is the Punk Rod. I've been pretty excited about this one. This one came in the Rod Squad series. Just because I think this is just a super, super cool looking generic. It's like Lamborghini in the front, and then all the bodywork and stuff has been chopped off in the back. That's actually a relatively popular thing to do with a lot of Huracans, kind of taking away all the rear bodywork and stuff. A lot of people have done that. A couple people have done it a lot better than others, but this one looks okay. It's got an orange interior, so you get some orange lights in the front. I think the color combination looks good. It is matte black. Of course, the wing in the back is plastic. The only piece of the metal is basically just the basic shell here. This is not a track car. So you see the chin spoiler is not movable or anything like that. This is 100% not designed to be a track car whatsoever. But I really like that one. I really like that one a lot. I'm pretty excited to see maybe what some people can do when they customize one of those. All right, this is your regular treasure hunt for the 2024 A case. This is the 47 Chevy Fleetline in Police Deco. I wonder if that is licensed. It'd be kind of cool if it's licensed. There is your treasure hunt symbol for the regular. See if we might be able to see the deco on there. Oh, it just says Highway Hot Wheels Patrol. And of course, has your treasure hunt symbol right there in the middle. Of course, it's 68. Of course, it is unit number 68. This is it's an okay casting. It's all right. Not really my flavor. I'll be honest with you. I kind of just got it for the sake of the fact that it was there. But I'll throw it in the collection. It'll be there. All right, new color for the Tesla Model Y in blue with black wheels. This one actually looks pretty decent. Hot Wheels Green Speed. Not a huge fan of all the Teslas and stuff. Matchbox is making plenty of Teslas, and Matchbox makes them way better than Hot Wheels does by far. This one has a little bit of a wing on the back. It says EV Speed on there, dual motor. Really happy that everybody's getting away from that zero emissions thing, because really electric cars have a lot of emissions on the front side, on the manufacturing side. So you can't really say it's zero emissions. That doesn't work that way, unfortunately. All right, next one up, we do have our first brick built car for the year, the Mega Block brick ones, the brick and motor. This one is kind of cool. There's some assembly required. There's a little piece on the front that always gets put on the top because it doesn't really fit in the blister. I think the reason why they don't put it on there, because obviously they can make a bigger blister. I think the reason they don't do that is because I don't think that piece would stay on the front during the whole packaging process. I think it would pop right off. But there it is right there with the little skinny wheels on the front. That's what it looks like when you add the piece to the front, like it's designed nice, low slung. This is basically like the brick version of a bone shaker. I do like the piece on the top. It's basically two gigantic turbos, almost exactly. This is exactly what it is, two gigantic turbos. Of course, you could always move that to the front, make it just a ridiculous thing in the front, or you could make it even more ridiculous than that, and you could put it on the roof, which makes it even more ridiculous, but I think it looks okay in the back. So just throw that guy back on there. It does have a spot in the back that you can put on there. The base is the only thing that is metal, which is, you know, expected, because of course it is supposed to be brick built, so that means you're going to have a lot of plastic in there, because that's just the way it works. All right, if you are lucky to get one of these in Spectraflame with some Rail Riders on it, that will be your super. This is just the main line. I actually was able to crack some cases, but they were all duds, unfortunately. Ford Escort RS 2000. This is a pretty cool casting. This debuted last year. Got a couple of recolors. It was also a red edition. Does get some print on the front for the headlights and the Ford symbol. This one didn't turn out all that well, but it's not too bad. Basic 5 spokes on the side. Looks good. I really do like this casting. Full deets on the back. RSX 2000X. Looks cool. I like the little detail down here for the exhaust that goes through the base. Pretty cool feature. And there is your deets. It's a pretty cool model. Again, not track. Not made for track. We'll put him on the top since he's supposed to be a soup, but he's not a soup. All right, recolor for the Volvo XC Recharge. This is the first recolor. This was a new casting in 2023. It debuted in kind of a green color with some mountains on the side. Very EV-like, very Save the Planet style. This one is a little bit more contemporary. It basically says Volvo XC40 on the side in blue. Does have rear prints on those. That is not a wraparound effect. That's actually printed on the back. Looks pretty good. Does say Volvo on there. Does say XC40. Looks pretty good. Very off-road style for this guy. Kind of overlander a little bit. A couple skis on the top, or snowboards on the top as well. And then just a decent brush guard. I really don't feel like... I feel like this casting doesn't have enough detail in the casting itself in the front end to live without prints. Same way in the back. I mean, this is just one of those castings that if it doesn't have print on the front and rear, it's going to look weird just because there's not enough detail in the casting itself, which does not surprise me. All right, moving out of the 2024 A case and going backwards, we are going to cover the last couple of Zamacs for 2023. There were only 12 Zamacs last year, unfortunately. This is the Jaguar E-Pace Trophy. We've got a couple of colors for this one. I do believe this casting debuted in the ID series. Really pretty cool casting, I think. I think they actually did a pretty good job on this. The Zamac looks especially nice. Details look especially nice on that. It does have the faster than ever, basically faster than ever wheels with the gold print on there. Looks pretty good. It does say Jaguar on the top. This is just a recolor of one that we got earlier in the year. It does say Zamac number 11 on it. So we'll throw him in there. And then the other Zamac that we finished out 2023 is this guy, number 12. So a couple of SUV styles. This is the Ford Bronco R. This was adapted to the main line from a premium casting. So we got it in black with Borla on the side. Now we do have the Zamac with the same details, same Borla version. I think it looks fantastic. Looks really good. These Zamacs are pretty shiny these days. I feel like they're a little bit too much. I feel like they should be just a little bit duller. It's definitely taken away the flair of the Zamac style, at least in my opinion, because that makes it basically looks like it's painted. You can tell it's the raw metal, but it still looks like it's painted. I just don't think the Zamac style worked all that well for this year. All right, we are going to have a few things in this haul from all the way back in my Black Friday haul. Yes, it's been that long since we've had a crack open session. So I did pick this up. This is the carbonator. This is for the new year 2024. That is the entire mix there. Really don't do the rest of the mix. I just do the carbonator. I have a ridiculous amount of carbonators. I don't have them all, but I have a lot of them. And yes, you can open bottles with this guy. You can use it to crack open a bottle. So just says Happy New Year 2024. They do this casting for the New Year's every single year. So I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we see a new casting sometime in the next couple of years. Of course, this casting's been rolling around since 2008. So she's a doozy. She's been around. She's been around. All right, I do have one former Kroger exclusive. I was never able to find this particular Honda Civic Custom. Buddy got this for me, so we're going to crack this open now. Not a huge fan of this, not a huge fan of Hondas. We've talked about that on the channel a little bit before, but I do like Diecast cars, and I do like collecting stuff. I do have all the versions thus far of this casting, so I figured we might as well keep going if possible. I do like the kind of ridiculous style of deco this one has. Of course, it is a front-wheel drive drag car, so of course it's going to have big, huge tires on the front, which would be the slicks, and then these little tiny, quote-unquote, pizza cutter style in the back. Got your arrow for the bumper and stuff like that. It's actually a pretty cool casting. It's right-hand drive. It's got the dump pipe right out the hood. Looks pretty cool. It's a cool casting. I think they did a cool job. It's got your Honda symbol there on the front. Again, that is the Kroger exclusive version, so you're going to have to pick that up at your local Kroger affiliate. For me, it's King Soopers. All right, we're going to go back to Blue Card era. Got a few more variations that I hadn't found before. We did find that one base variation at one point in time when I was in the Gathering this past July. I went to Matchbox Gathering. Actually found some Hot Wheels at the House of Cars in Las Vegas, or in New Mexico down there. I want to go to the one in Las Vegas. I'm going to be going to the one in Las Vegas soon. But this is a variation I didn't have for this guy. This is the Tri-Blades. I call them the Tri-Blades. People call them saw blades, whatever. There's a 3-spoke. There's this saw blade. I just call them the Tri-Blade. It's just the way I roll. Just a wheel variation I didn't have. Tear it off this nice minty card. It's not a brown back though, so it's okay. It's not as bad, but it was a pretty minty card. There is the deco, ridiculously 90s, of course. That is the Nissan mini truck with all the boombox stuff in the back. It's definitely a casting that screams Hot Wheels. It just says truck on the plate. Just truck, but just a wheel variation I didn't have, so I'm pretty happy to add that one. Looks just as wild as that Civic does. Short card, yes, Euro style short cards. I've really never seen these before. All the way back from 1995, these Euro short cards. So these 7-spoke gold printed ones, these were all out of country. So you'll see the print down there. They are in more than just one language. So they weren't they didn't sell these as a basic release in the U.S. with the gold print on there. Obviously, you could probably get your hands on them. Plenty of them made their way to the U.S. over time. But this one is the Power Rocket. This was a 1995 first edition. But I didn't have this one with the wheels. So might be kind of rare to find it on a short card, but it's a generic casting, so we don't really care too much. Just kind of cool to see it on a short card though. There is the Power Rocket. Really nothing fancy with this one. Does have an opening canopy. There is a driver down in there. It's basically a giant turbine. A couple of burners in the back. Interesting, wings, I guess you can say, up there. It has a plastic body and a metal base. This base has got a ton of detail to it, which looks pretty cool. But again, just a basic wheel variation. So really nothing to push too hard on. I got a couple more short cards, and yes, they are all for the same wheel variation. Now, I have a ridiculous amount of Speed Blaster variations. I mean, Hot Wheels has done, I think, close to 20 different variations that they have for this. So I have this gold 7-spoke version, but mine is with the silver window tint piece or whatever here. So this one has gold. It has chrome. So this is just one I didn't have. I'm not really sure on the quality of the production of these and stuff like that. Sometimes chrome can appear silver, but I assure you the ones that is in my current collection is actual silver, like straight up silver. So this one is chrome, so we'll just throw this in the collection. I still don't have all the variations for this particular casting. It's really a crappy casting. It's just really fun to collect because there's so many variations. At least for me, it makes it fun to collect that. A lot of stuff to chase down. This one I've actually been chasing for quite a while. This one's been a little tough to come across. This is the gold 7-spoke for the SC400. This one has taken me a little bit to crack down. So pretty happy I can finally add this one, of course, on the short card as well. So finding these at a local swap meet was pretty nice. There is the 7-spoke version. So always happy to bring some older stuff. We crack a lot of newer stuff on our diecast hauls, but I like to bring some of the older stuff. You know, this casting is very basic. It's not that great. You know, the Hot Wheels Soarer, which is the same thing as the SC, is going to come out this coming year, 2024, in Car Culture. It will be coming out in the Fast and Furious. I think it'll be mix number 2. And then one more wheel variation is just the 5-dot version for the 540K Mercedes. This is another model that has about 7 or 8 different wheel variations. I'm getting pretty close. I may only have like 1 or 2 left to get, but just one I didn't have. So all small 5-dot wheels, and of course this guy does have a removable top as well. And pop the top off. It's a little bit more involved than say Majorette makes it. It's a little bit more involved. All right, I do have some Majorette, or I'm sorry, Maisto. Speaking of Majorette, I do have some Maisto design. Got this guy right here. This is the Ford F-150 SVT Raptor with the trailer and bass boat for the tow and go. Still looking for that basic model in the Adventure Force line, the singular one, but I found a nice premium one here in the tow series. I'll pull this guy out, get the packaging out of here. The boat and trailer are actually pretty good with these Maistos. And of course the model itself is premium. So pop that guy out of there. We'll take a look at the Raptor first. So it does have Real Rider tires, full prints all the way around. It does have an interior as well. Those Adventure Force models, as you guys know, do not come with interiors. So Maisto basically builds these 4 different price points. It says Ford F-150 Raptor in the back. Looks pretty good. I think the wheels are pretty nice as well. Look good. They fit it. It's pretty lifted up. Of course, I like how the tow hitches are added with a screw. So if you want to take them off, you certainly can. I think that's a pretty nice touch from Maisto to do that. And then there is the deets in the front. It does say Ford, which is pretty nice. And we've seen this trailer. There's a couple different trailers. This one says Bass Boats. So that one's kind of cool. The boat does come off. So just pops right off of there, sort of. Got to give it a little bit of a tug. The trailer is metal, so it's actually pretty nice. And then, of course, the trailer has rubber tires on it as well. So definitely a little bit of a premium style. The boat itself is relatively cheap. It doesn't really do anything. The motor doesn't move. But it is a separate piece. It's okay. There's actually a little bit of print on the boat, which is nice. There is a little bit of detail in there, which is also pretty nice. But it's all plastic, so it's pretty cheap. I mean, you're holding it in your hand, and it's quite cheap. So we'll get this back on there. There we go. And then it just sits on the trailer there, and it looks fancy. Looks the part. So we'll put that guy right there. I got a couple of Heartland haulers. These come from Hobby Lobby. Oops, sorry about that. They are $5.99 each. I've been on this farm kick for a little bit, so I've been buying a lot of farm stuff. I don't know if it's going to go away, but we'll see. We'll see. Farm stuff's a little bit of a niche thing, and I just buy stuff I think looks cool. I don't really know a whole lot about farm stuff, so not really probably going to bring that to the channel. This is the F350 Dually. This is a new casting from Maisto. We've already seen this casting once here on a diecast haul. This is another version. It does say Maisto Ranch on it. Yes, it does actually have dualies on it. That is a tire. That is a separate tire on the inside there. You see it does roll by itself. Why they put one in there that's not textured and has no detail to it, I have no idea. I don't know why they didn't just put 2 of the same exact wheels that they already have on there, which is just ridiculous. But it does have the Ford symbol in the back. See, the dualies are not wide enough. They need to be significantly wider. So it looks extremely weird. Extremely weird to look at that from the back. It's a little skinny in the front as well, unfortunately. And then it comes with the Horse hauler. This is all plastic. Everything about this trailer is plastic. These wheels are pressed on, but they are rubber. So pretty common way to do wheels. They've been doing that stuff on farm equipment for eternity. Does have an opening door in the back. Does not come with any horses or anything like that because, of course, that would make it too expensive. So no horses, but it does say Maisto Ranch on there. So pretty cool. That guy just hooks right into the trailer hitch. Shockingly, it's level enough that the wheels rotate, which is okay. So what we'll do is we'll move this guy over. We'll pull this guy over and put him to the side because he takes up so much space. It's going to be a little off the camera. That's fine. We got a lot more stuff to go. One more. I picked this up obviously because there's a tractor on the back of it. The truck itself is not all that great, but there's a tractor on it. I was actually pretty shocked to notice that the truck still has dualies. It's got 2 sets of dualies, as a matter of fact. That is the older Ford Super Duty casting that Maisto's done. It comes with the most ridiculous, ugly wheels. I'm not really sure who in their right mind decided that those are the wheels they should put on there. It's absolutely absurd. It says old iron, maybe. Towing company. It looks okay. I feel like it says iron, but maybe not. It does have this plastic apparatus on the back, which is, of course, supposed to hold the tractor. Maisto's been making this tractor for a really long time, too. This tractor does still have some pretty good motion to it, which is pretty nice. The axle is metal. It's fixed, so it doesn't rotate or bounce around. Suspension style. But rubber tires on this, so that's pretty cool. It does have a trailer hitch on the back, so you can hook some stuff to it. The tractor doesn't particularly fit. So the way it's kind of designed is, I believe you're supposed to be able to put the wheels. Maybe that's just in there to keep it from rolling off the back, maybe. I'm not exactly sure what the thing is in the back. I thought it might be to hold the wheels, which it might be. But if that's the case, I mean, you're going to have to like break it practically. There we go. There we go. There you go. Figured it out. Maybe. Oof. Doesn't quite fit on the truck, but that's essentially what it's there for, is to hold on to that. It's kind of weird. It's a thing. I got it because it's a tractor. That's pretty much it. So we're just going to put that guy off the camera because he's kind of ugly. Kind of sort of ugly. All right. We did pick up this last hitch and haul that I needed as well. This does don the rotating 70th anniversary style deco for the tipper there. Looks pretty good. This one does say 3 of 9. This was from basically 2023. The hitch and hauls are not really coming out very well. So 70th anniversary on there, so we're just going to call it 2023. It comes with a excavator on the trailer. So we'll get this guy out of here. This one doesn't appear to be as good as quality as some of the rest of them have been. So we'll just dump everything out. There we go. All right, comes with a little tiny mound of dirt, which you really can't do anything with. But I guess it looks okay just kind of sitting there. But there you go. You can get dirt. It does come with 2 cones as well. So these are relatively larger cones. But they can do the job. They do stack, which is kind of nice. But they are enormous. Enormous cones. We do have a couple of figures as well. You do have a flagger right here. So I don't know if he's supposed to be wearing a mask or what the heck is going on with that, with the red. But fully decoed up. So it looks okay. It's you know, at least they're putting print on them. I have to admit that. At least they're putting print on these guys. And then we have seen this particular mold before with the little sweeper guy. He does have a couple of colors as well. Does have a separate color for the hard hat, although it's kind of hard to tell. It's a darker yellow. But not a bad figure. Might work for it. Diorama setup or something like that. Does come with the excavator on the trailer. This excavator was modified from its original release. It used to rotate. We've talked about that before. And all it does is go up and down. It used to have a functional bucket right here. The bucket used to go and move with it, but it didn't rotate. And yes, it does come off of the trailer. It's not fixed. So you can take it off the trailer and do whatever you want with it. This is not a reissued version of the trailer. Like, as far as like, we have not seen this color combination on this trailer. So this is a new color combination, gray base with the gray over fenders. That is the only piece of metal in the trailer, which is pretty minimal. So put that down there. Of course, it's nice to put all the weight of something on the tongue, because of course, there is the tipper truck. This is unit number 20. So we're still rolling through with the units. So this one is a little bit older release, so we're kind of going backwards, obviously. Gets a little bit of extra print on the front with the headlights. You know, it's supposed to be this kind of futuristic looking truck. I really don't like the look of that, but it's there. And then of course, it tips. So there you go. That is the way it's supposed to dump. Just tips to one side. The whole entire back just tips over. And of course, he does have a trailer hitch on there, so you can tow with him, because of course you're going to need to tow with him because you have this trailer. So if you put that trailer down, that actually is a pretty good looking combination. I actually kind of like that. I think it looks pretty decent. So we're kind of put his guy here. We still have a lot of stuff, so I'm trying to see what we can figure out fit on the screen. All right, next item up, 164 work rigs. This is a new line from Muscle Machines. We've talked about a couple of these. We picked up 2 and 3. I did find one more. This is number 1. This is the Ford COE box truck. The entire back section of that box is plastic, just FYI. So this model is not as heavy as it looks. A couple of Excite exhaust dumping on the side. Looks pretty good. Got that on both sides. I do like the nice big window packaging. Looks pretty good. So we do have that, guy. So pretty happy to be able to find something. Those are really hard to find right now, but I've been finding those at Kroger. So definitely go to Kroger. All right, a little bit more Matchbox action. We do have the latest 9-packs. This one does have the Audi e-tron in there, I think that's what that one is. We'll crack it open, take a look at it. That one is in purple. Unfortunately, like always with every 9-pack, no matter when it comes out, everything in this 9-pack is a reissue. We've seen them before. There's nothing new, nothing first to market, nothing like that. As a matter of fact, every single model in here is from like a reissued 5-pack. So it's not even like you're getting stuff from the basic range. You're just not getting anything whatsoever. So we'll go ahead and rip this open just to get the Audi out. Our good old Audi Quattro. Or Quattro style, I should say. So there we go. Get the 9-pack out of here. Got a whole pile of trash behind me now. So there is the e-tron. It is in fact the e-tron in purple. That one looks pretty good. The prints on the front look good. I think it looks great in purple. The prints and stuff are fantastic. E-tron Quattro. Really like those details. Look at that. Looks good. Prints are very, very good on this one. The grill. This looks good. I really like this one in purple. Base Deets S35. So this is getting closer to the end of 2023, but still rocking even more. Still pretty far to go as far as production numbers. All right, this is the other one. This is, of course, the Plymouth Savoy in red. Again, nothing new as far as the models here. And none of these models are new. None of these models are current. All these models are reissues. It's just a big bummer. That one is a mainline from like the A case of 2023. So I'm not really sure how Matchbox is doing this because that's just forever ago. As a matter of fact, I think maybe we'll look at the base on that one because if they're reissuing or remanufacturing old castings just to put in here, that's going to be kind of frustrating because they could just put the current mainline castings in there. So, oh man, dude, pain in the butt to get these out of there. Get this guy out of there. Hopefully, super, super tight. All right, just for the sake of it, so S21. So this was made significantly before the pack. Our Plymouth Savoy is dated S35. So yeah, it looks like they made additional ones of these just to throw in the pack, which is ridiculous. So there is our Plymouth Savoy. This was in the Mattel Creations box, the acrylic box set this year. Matter of fact, you can still buy that as of the time of this video, which is a little bit of a bummer. Does say Savoy on the plate. It's just in red. There's a little bit of print for the taillights as well. A little bit of silver, kind of wraps around. No print on the front just because it is a chrome base. At least we do get a chrome base. But not that great of a duo of 9-packs, I'm not going to lie. Not all that great at all. All right, making sure that we pretty much have something for everybody. This was definitely something that I've been looking for a little bit. This is the Bruce Lee version of the R33 Skyline, the 50th Legacy series. This is from Inno64. Been looking for this one for a little bit. Pretty happy to have picked this one up finally. So I've been seeing a lot of people that have had these for sale, but there's a set that comes with an R34, R33, and R32, and I could care less about the other two. I just wanted the R33, so we'll get ourselves a blade. We'll cut that, which is kind of a bummer because I don't know if you can read it there, but it does say, "As you think, so shall you become," which is kind of cool, but unfortunately we're not going to be able to keep the plastic as we take that off. So that's kind of cool. Oh, look at that. It's in the box. Well, now I feel kind of dumb. I thought it was in the plastic. So there you go. That's pretty cool. I like that. So we'll get our Inno out of here. Of course, this is a collab with Tiny HK. Get this guy out of here. It is in an acrylic box, just like all Innos. And it is very, very tight in there. I'm going to have to open the other side to push it out. There we go. So this doesn't have an outer sleeve because the box is the outer sleeve. So we'll pull this guy out of there. As you can see, there is no outer sleeve in there. There is our R33 from Inno. That is absolutely stunning. Absolutely amazing. Look at that. And the wheels on it. Oh, it looks so good. Details on the back. I don't think this is glued, is it? Let's see here. Sometimes they tape these. There we go. There we go. Now we get some better shots of it. Does have his signature on there. This thing looks absolutely just ridiculous. You know, when they first released these, I thought these were going to be just bonkers, just ridiculous, like not in a good way. But I totally take that back now. This thing is just absolutely awesome. The thing is incredible. Looks super, super good. Details on there are fantastic. Of course, it is Inno because, you know, we want quality. There where you go for Inno. This acrylic box is pretty nice. It does say Inno on the bottom, which is really, really nice. A little disappointed that you basically have to put the model away. You don't really get to see the model. But it's just part of the way it works. Sometimes it's just not all about display. Sometimes you got to have some other stuff. All right, we're going to wrap this up with a bunch of monster trucks. Yes, I got a lot of monster trucks, and I waited till the end because they take up so much space. This is the newest release of Kings of Crunch. This is Series 14. I do have a few of these from Greenlight. 1990 GMC S15 playing for keeps. I do collect all the S15s. I did pre-cut these so that it was easy to get these out. Hopefully our Greenlight quality is holding up. Take a look at our playing for keeps. This one looks pretty cool. Does have a topper on the back. Feels to be secured on there, which is nice. Says playing for keeps on the side. Totally 90s style for sure. Looks pretty cool. Big, huge off-road wheels. Of course, this is, you know, the S15 Sonoma. Let's see if they are still numbering. I do believe they have gone away from numbering the models. Oh, no, this one is definitely numbered. So the number is right there. I don't know if we'll be able to get that. So it is 4812. So it's a super, super high number. There is the print on the back, which looks good. Quality looks good on this one, definitely all the way around. A little bit of print for the winch, integrated winch. It does not have an opening hood. The hood is interchangeable. so that they can make it with like an engine sticking out of it and stuff, especially for the monster truck style. So that one is pretty cool. So we'll just kind of set him there, just kind of taking up some space. We did get a couple more. So we did get the 1990 Ford F-350 Bigfoot number 9. I got this one because it's got like the cover on the back, and it's got the runner in the back, and it's got the visor, and it's just all kinds of decoed out. So I was like, I have to pick this one up. Not a huge fan of Bigfoot in particular. I'm not necessarily a huge fan of monster trucks. I just, I like toys. I like diecast stuff. So we pick up a lot of stuff. I have a lot of monster trucks, ridiculous amount of monster trucks. This one looks excellent though. I really like the details on this one. It does say Ford on there. I can tell you the prints are looking very good. Quality is looking very good. Definitely looking very good. So I really, really enjoy the fact that I can open a Greenlight and I'm not, having pieces fall off. There's stuff not printed and all this other kind of stuff like that. I really feel like they are making some good strides towards quality with their models. So for the sake of their brand, that's good, because there's a lot of premium brands out there now. So if they're not going to keep up, everybody's going to leave them in the dust. All right, arguably the best one in the whole release, though, 1983 Dodge Power Ram D250, good old-fashioned Mopar Magic. Now, in case you guys are wondering the rest of the mix, there you go. That one looks fantastic. Unfortunately, there's only one Dodge Trucks in this mix, unfortunately. But they got First Blood, the Enforcer, and, of course, Overtime. So these are hidden Wally Marts. I did pick this up from Walmart. So just in time for this haul. So we will pull out our Mopar Magic, which I'm especially happy about. Look how good that looks. This looks so good. Just in black, you see they do have the engine detail sticking out the hood. They do have a similar one for the Sonoma, so that's why it's got an interchangeable hood. Prints on the front look fantastic. Nice big beefy bumper as well. Love the color combination. Color combination looks fantastic. It says Mopar Magic. Does say Power Ram on the fender. And then there is some sponsorship stuff there. Galloway's 4x4 center. Get that to focus a little bit. Such small print. There we go. Looks cool. Very, very nice. And then there is the deets in the back. It says Dodge Ram. And of course you got your nice roll bars in there. Just so cool. Super cool. Oh yeah, I forgot to check the numbers on them. So, man, the numbers are so hard to get in there and read. So hard to get in there and read. So I think the number's right there. There we go. So 6251 on the Mopar. And then the Ford truck, that one's way easier to read. 8276. So very, very high numbers from those two for sure. But that's still pretty cool. All right, more stuff that's not going to fit on the screen because of, why not? Why not? This is the rest of those monster trucks. These are from Hot Wheels, though. This is actually the C case. So I pulled these off the pegs for my Black Friday peg hunt. Just now getting to them, obviously. Been slacking. But these are the C case. So I'm missing 2 entire case codes. They just kind of went directly to the C case, which I think is interesting. This is Night Shifter. So get that off of there. Of course, they are still using these plastic, non-crushable crushed cars that you can put together. This is kind of like the truck version. And then there is Night Shifter. I really like the deco on this one. It looks fantastic. This is not the first release for this casting. We've seen this before, so not a new casting, but this one looks very, very good. Does have Hot Wheels on there. Some ghost flames and stuff looks good. Especially like the taillight print on there. It looks really, really good. Chrome engine in the back. Chrome engines in the front. Maybe chrome tanks in the back and the engines in the front. But other way, it looks pretty good. It's a pretty cool one. Just have black wheels with the chrome ring around it. We're just going to set it to the side because, again, it doesn't fit on the screen. Brand new casting for 2024. This is brand spanking new. This is the Crush Delivery with the King Kong in the back. They are doing a lot of new castings for monster trucks for this year, which is good because they really needed to do that. I really feel like they did. Oop. This one does come with the sedan, which is not really crushed, which is basically the Time Taxi or whatever. And see, it's got the same pieces out the top here. There would be the taxi symbol right there. It's the one that has that like one opening door on the side. It's pretty much what it is. There is the crush delivery. This guy does have the King Kong guy in the back. It is all fixed, so it's not going to come out of there. It looks cool. He's all breaking out of the cage and stuff. Very, very cool. Molding looks really good. A lot of detail to it. Kind of interesting in a red color, but I think that's okay. Really like it. All the good same print quality and all that good stuff that we get from all monster trucks. They all get that nice, big, high quality print. Looks good. Definitely like that one a lot. Dirty tires and then kind of a purple cage, which is an interesting color combination, but I think that's still pretty cool. Another one that we picked up, this was the latest edition of the Roger Dodger. This is brand new for 2024. Brand new deco version for this guy. So we'll get him out of there. This guy does come with the kind of like the sports coupe, I guess you want to call it, in red. Again, just nothing good with that. Nothing good whatsoever. There is the deco for the Roger Dodger. It says Monster Trucks on the side, kind of old school style. Kind of like late 70s kind of style. I like it a lot, especially with the color combination too. Full prints on the front. Looks good. Guarantee there's no prints on the back. Yep, this model never gets prints in the back. Never gets prints in the back. But it looks good. Looks good. Definitely looks like kind of like an old school racer in the late 70s, early 80s. So I like the style. Even says Hot Wheels in some kind of crazy font. It's pretty cool. Number 24 on that one. So nothing fancy. All right, very last item in the entire haul. I finally did pick up the Myers Minx. So all of these monster truck from Hot Wheels, these all happen to be from the C case. That is the mix there on the back from the C case. Everything else in there is reissued. 5-alarm Race Ace and the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile are reissues. There's nothing new with those, so we did leave those. Just picking up the new stuff. And it all happened to be decent castings. So I'll throw these away. Get this out of here. This one comes with the station wagon with the kind of the modified front end. This is sort of kind of loosely done off of the Destruction Derby one that they have for the station wagon, but at least they're all different moldings for this particular mix. All right, Myers Minx. This is a 100% brand new casting. There is no interior or anything in this, which is interesting. No interior whatsoever. The top does not come off or anything like that, so it's not convertible. But it looks pretty good. Not a huge fan of the offset wheels. The small wheels in the front, big O slicks in the back. It fits the model, but I just don't like the style. Nice prints on the front. Looks pretty good. Does say Myers Minx. Those headlight pieces are added on. It's a molding piece underneath. Kind of hard to see, but there's a molding underneath. Those are not metal or anything, so you don't have to worry about those, injuring you or whatever. Does have some print on the side here. Looks pretty good. And then there is some taillight prints on there as well. Does say Hot Wheel Minx on the plate. Looks good. Taillight's done up as well, so that's pretty cool. It's an interesting one, but there you go. That is episode 44 of the Diecast haul. Big, huge chaunch, and I feel like we did a pretty good job of getting something for everybody. But sound off. Let me know what you guys think about those. I especially want to know what you think about that R33 because it's definitely the best of the entire haul. But I'm a little impartial to Dodge. A little impartial to Dodge trucks as well. So, anyways, we're gonna roll out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Catch you next time here at Level M. Peace!